Time now for our weekly segment, Countdown to Vote 2016. Tonight, SNN's Grant Boxleitner discusses what happened last night in New Hampshire with Herald-Tribune political editor Zach Anderson.
Welcome to Countdown to Vote 2016. I'm Grant Boxleitner along with Zach Anderson, the political editor of the Herald-Tribune. What a big night in New Hampshire. Lots of winners and some losers too. Let's start with Marco Rubio. A lot of people thought he might have finished second here. He didn't.
Yeah, I think you have to say on the Republican side that Rubio is the big loser. He came out of Iowa with some momentum. He finished a strong third in Iowa, almost second, just barely behind Trump. So he was coming in, flubbed a debate performance, and it really seemed to hurt him.
Yes, and Jeb Bush taking advantage. He is still alive in the campaign. He's going to be strong in South Carolina. That's what the pundits say. Yeah,
there's a little bit of life left in Jeb here. He had a fairly strong performance. He came in fourth. I think he was hoping for a lot better. I think he was hoping for like a second. But the way that things were clustered, you had Kasich, Cruz, Jeb, and Rubio all kind of really tightly clustered there.
Donald Trump had a big win in New Hampshire, but a lot of folks think it's going to be a little harder for him down in South Carolina. That territory is not necessarily as friendly to the Donald.
Yeah, South Carolina is pretty conservative. It also has some religious conservatives, which should play well for Cruz, who won Iowa based on his appeal to religious conservatives. But Trump, I think, will play fairly well in South Carolina. I believe he's leading in the polls. So, this momentum that comes out of New Hampshire, I think that'll help him going into South Carolina. And he could be pretty strong as he continues on the primary calendar.
And on the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton, a big loss last night. But this race moves south now. Is that going to help her, or is she in real trouble?
Yeah, I don't think we can discount how big of a win this was for Bernie Sanders. But until he can prove that he can appeal to minority voters, there's going to be huge questions about his campaign. He's got to appeal to a much broader electorate that Clinton tends to have a stronger hold on for the Democrats.
Yes, still a long way to go. Zach Anderson, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.